Testing philosophy. Rust takes testing seriously. First-class support for correctness is built directly into the language. Built-in framework, no external tools needed. You don't need to install a testing library. The test attribute and cargo test command are all you need. The test runner is part of the standard tool chain. Collocated test. Next to the code, unit tests in Rust live in the same file as the source code they test. They go inside a mod tests block annotated with CFG test. The CFG test attribute tells the compiler, only compile this module when running tests. It doesn't end up in your final binary. Documentation tests, free coverage. Code example written with // Documentation comments are compiled and run as tests, ensuring documentation never goes stale. Here are example of test code, and this is what you're also going to be using as you're coding smart contract using Soroban. So let's walk through this. We have two functions. At the top we have add, and the other function is even. Then we have CFG test block. This is our test module. Inside use super brings everything from the outer module into scope so our tests can access it. Test add uses assert EQ. This macro checks that two values are equal and prints a helpful message if they aren't. Test is even uses assert. This macro checks that a Boolean expression is true. And test divide by 0 is annotated with should panic. This test passes only if the code inside causes a panic, which is a runtime crash. It's how you test that errors conditions are handled as expected. So you can run all this test code with cargo test. Now let's run the test code. So cargo test. And we see the following error. So we didn't compile. So here it says this operation will panic at runtime and could not compile hello world. So this means that we did not even go through runtime. So Rust automatically saw 1 divided by 0 and it panicked before we even run all these tests, because it saw 1 divided by 0 and this division is not possible. So now we'll have to modify our code so that we'll be able to use this, because now we cannot even run this code because of the 1 divided by 0. So to solve this problem, we can create a new function called divide. So fn divide, and it will take in two numbers, i32 i32, and it's going to return an i32, and this is going to be a divided by b. So this is what we're going to be returning. So let's just give it a little bit of space here. So we're returning a divided by b, and now we're gonna go here and then we're just going to change it a little bit. we're gonna call the function divide and a divided by b. So now this should panic if it passes. So it will pass only if it panics. Sorry. So here we put our number, so 1, and then the b is 0. Now let's run our code. Let's test it. And voila, our code passed. So what if we change this to 1? Because this 1 is divisible to 1. So what's going to happen? Just think about it for a second. And let's run. Keep that in mind. Keep your answer in mind. And you see it failed because it only passes if the code panics, because we're expecting it to panic. So it failed.